Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Two Dum Yinzers. This is episode 77, the Paul Coffee edition. How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing great. Doing great. I did not almost fall asleep before we started recording, so I'm wide awake and ready to go.
You work last night?
Oh yeah, I was there at 1:45. Got done at 9 o'clock. I'm not tired. I'm not exhausted. I'm not sleep deprived. I'm ready to go. Firing on all cylinders today, boys.
You just got off at 9 o'clock now? Like a
Yeah,
couple hours ago?
yeah. I got home around like 10. Had a bagel. Had a cup of coffee. I'm ready to fly right through this. So if I start acting like all stupid, you know why. It's not just my normal stupidity.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you got me there.
Let me revisit something, Mike.
Uh-oh.
So yesterday, all right, let me kind of paint it for you. So everything went good. You know, the audio came over yesterday. We put everything up. So this morning I went to get my coffee. Okay. So I decided to put my earbuds in and walk, when I walked down the store to get my coffee, I had my earbuds in and I decided to play yesterday's show.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday's show was going good until 3 seconds in. When I say, it's January 1st, everyone. And I thought to myself, wait a minute. There ain't no way that nobody caught that. Because it was loud. It was twice. It's January 1st. January 1st, everyone. So I come back home and I put the video on. And sure enough, as I'm saying it's January 1st, you're dancing. You were doing the Eric Cartman dance with your fingers. So neither one of us caught January 1st.
No.
So obviously for our listeners, it's not January 2nd today. Today is June 2nd, of course. And Mike and I dropped the ball. And I couldn't believe how right out the cannon it was. Like I said, I put my earbuds in, I hit play, and it was like the first thing I thought, am I listening to the wrong fucking show,
Yeah.
Sure enough, no. It was January 1st yesterday for us. Happy New Year's, Mike.
Happy New Year's. We're dumb. We're dumb. It's in the name, dumb. You have to accept these simple mistakes. This is what you get. High quality, high class, professionalism from the get-go,
Yes.
Oh, I kind of wish it was January 1st right now. Oh, we partying.
Yeah, I tell you what, the heat kind of subsided a little bit. We have somewhat rainy weather here today, and they were saying it's only going to get about as high as 70 degrees. So you know what? Nice little break in the action. We'll take it.
Oh, I'll take it after. Oh God, it was hot and humid at work, and now it's cooling down. Like, this is not fair. This is not right. I call bullshit. You have the weather machine and you made it purposely hot where I work. You're like, this guy did not catch this mistake yesterday, so I'm going to fuck with him.
Yes.
This guy is just letting everything fall apart, so I'm going to make him hot and sweaty. It was like a sauna at work, man. I was sweating in places I should not be sweating.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
So I thought to myself, how the hell? I mean, they both begin with a J, so I mean that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you were excited. You were excited.
I was excited. However, I found it comical. Like I said, I thought, maybe Mike made a face. Maybe Mike caught on to this and said, you know what? Let's let Ryan let's push him into the pool and see if he could swim on his own.
Nope.
But like I said, I turned it on and there you were going to town. And it looked like Eric Cartman's hands when he's singing on South Park. So all I could do was laugh. I mean, what the fuck?
This just goes to show I really don't pay attention like the first 3 minutes of the episode.
You're right.
I'm still like It's like I'm still trying to wake up and just go with the flow. He's talking, yeah. I'm just singing songs in my head off my own little world. I'll figure I'll ramble on for a few minutes. Someone will stop me eventually. Yeah.
Oh, you were going, man. If you get a chance,
Oh
go back and watch the tape. It's actually kind of comical.
no, I know there was like a lot of times I knew I rambled yesterday. Like I knew I was rambling as I was rambling, and there was nothing I could do to myself to stop me from rambling. It was like I was watching it from like a third perspective, from a third person. Yeah, it was a train wreck.
Are you driving your girlfriend nuts yet, or what?
No, only you. Only
How are
you.
things going? Everything's still going good with her?
Yeah, yeah. Everything's still going good.
What's next on the agenda? What do you guys got going on?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't planned that far ahead yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I got to make plans then, so that's the bad thing. Mike trying to figure out something to do, something that doesn't involve just like me sleeping all day long.
You got to I don't know. You kind of already overstayed your welcome at the Mexican place. Maybe these guys got to try something different.
That's true. Yeah, I think every time they see us, they're just like, no, not these two. They're gonna start putting us. They're just gonna see us outside. They don't have outside seating, but they'll make it just for us. They're like, here, you two just stay here.
Full of nachos. He's here again.
Exactly. Give me some nachos. Keep the water coming. I'll be happy. You know, you can sit me outside. I don't care. You know.
Hey, do you recall the Mexican place on your way up to the studio here? It was that they've been working on to open about a mile back.
Yeah.
They finally opened it the other day, and I tried it out. It's pretty good, man. And you know the thing about Mexican food, the more authentic you get, the more bland I feel that it gets, because I don't know. There's always a blandness to the meat. I don't know. Like I said, like if you get a nice American taco, like from some American joint, I've always found that they have a lot more flavor. The Mexicans always seem to go a little bit more bland with their taco. That's just my experience. Like I said, I don't want to misspeak, but from my experience, I've always noticed that the Mexican food has always been more bland the more Mexican the place is.
Huh. I've never noticed that.
Yeah. So
I know. I'm trying to think. Like, I come to think of it, I don't think I've ever had any like authentic. No, I've never had any authentic. So I can't. I don't know.
Yeah. You're gonna have to try it out. You know what? I don't think it's gonna last. It's at that location. You know that location.
Oh yeah, that location. Yeah, the traffic there is not that substantial.
No, and everything that's ever been in that building, food wise, never really lasts that long.
Yeah.
So
excuse me.
So I'm gonna give it my score before you try it out. So this restaurant place up the street, you know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
The food is bland. The location isn't that great. The final thing for me would be the price. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It was $12 for 3 tacos.
That better be the best damn tacos I've ever eaten in my life.
Like I said, they're authentic. You're eating, something that tastes more Mexican made. However, for the American palate, I just don't think it's I don't think it's gonna last. Like I said, I mean the price is up there, the location isn't that fantastic, and the blandness of the authentic tacos doesn't really appeal to the American mouth. So, it's a shame. And I hope that I'm wrong, but everything that I've ever seen go in that place, Mike, it just lasted,
Like every time I drive by that place, it looks like the business that there's now is always closed. You can never tell if something's open or closed in that plaza. That's the hardest part too. You can't tell that, are they open or are they not? And you're driving by so fast, and if you just catch it out of the corner of your eye, you don't have that. You don't see it in the distance coming up. It's like you crest the hill and then boom, it's there. It's like you have to be expecting it. So yeah,
you're right.
Location's not the best spot. But hey,
And anybody,
hopefully for
who's from a different location, you have to kind of travel there or even know
yeah,
about it. I'm sure there's a lot of people because, not a lot of people drive past there. Not a lot of people are talking about it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I'm
Well,
on my way to
hopefully,
work. I see a new joint open up on the right hand side. I'm going to walk in the door and start talking about it. Hey, Mike, did you see that? Mike, you want to
yeah,
try this? Like I said, this place is kind of, on this back
yeah,
road. I just, like I said, unfortunately, I personally don't think it's going to last, but I
yeah.
hope, I could be wrong.
Could be wrong. Hopefully for them, we're wrong, but just going by the location, and every time I've been through there, you can't tell the existing businesses are open. So
Right.
I don't know. Hopefully for them, it works out.
I mean, the guy, he's even an authentic Mexican.
He's what?
He's an authentic Mexican.
Oh, so he's from Mexico.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
He,
just go in there. I just go there just to talk to him. Be kind of
yeah. Well, when
cool.
I was in there, the lady that was in front of me, she asked him a question about green sauce. She's like, "You have the green sauce?" And the owner was sitting there at one of the booths, and he says, "Yeah." He goes, It's really good. We have green sauce." And he's like, "It's a little bit spicy though." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "I'm Mexican. Don't go by me."
That's yeah. That's like if people like if you grow up that type of food, you're used to it.
Right.
That'd be like me trying to go eat Indian food and be like, hey, is this spicy? And I'm like, no. And then I take a bite
Right.
and like, oh, that's not spicy for us. For you, yeah. Who's never had it before? Yeah. Like ketchup spicy for me. Yeah.
He's
I get
shitting
that little
fire for the next 4 days.
yeah, probably. Yeah, anything like over like mild is pushing it for me. I like the idea of like spicy food. I just can't. My mouth is like no, bro. Nope.
Really?
Yeah, it
You know
sucks
what?
too because it looks so good and it smells so good. The
Oh, it's
spicy food, and
fucking great.
I can't. I just my mouth instantly. My lips turn chapped. I start running nose immediately. It's it's a whole thing. It's bad.
You know where I'm starting to really feel it is my stomach, like I'll or heartburn.
Yeah,
Now at this point in my life, a lot of times, and I love spicy food, like you said. I mean, you see it, and I just instantly start salivating. However, at this age, man, it seems like every single time I eat anything like that, it results in some serious heartburn. And you know what else does too? Spaghetti sauce. Sauce always good. It always kind of leads me to heartburn.
that's yeah. Like anymore, if I eat like pasta or spaghetti, like I get the heartburn from it. I can eat pizza fine, but it's like spaghetti. I get a little, no matter how it's made, how it's prepared. I get a little. It sucks getting old.
Yeah.
This is not like all the good stuff is yeah. Like I can't even try half the good food because it's too spicy. My body just immediately goes no. Like the mind wants to, but the body's not willing.
Right. Yeah.
Eh,
And the thing is, if you ask me what my favorite kind of food is, that I'm Mexican's probably going to be up there at the very top. I just shudder to think of the days that I'm gonna have to be a salad guy. You know what I mean? You get to a certain point
yeah.
in your life, everyone kind of changes their
Yep.
diet
You gotta
to
get that
where they eat
roughage.
nothing but bullshit, salads and
You eat the food's food, actually. Yeah.
yeah.
Chicken, broccoli, and rice, buddy. Get used to it. It's coming in your future. Chicken, broccoli, and rice.
I just like I said, I just shudder to think of those days because I've just as many years as I'm into the game, I've eaten what I like,
Yeah.
and you just know,
You just know, yeah.
that coming up is going to be
Like,
bad.
but
And
think
you
of
know what
like,
else? Those last, I mean, once you get like, I don't know, a certain age, you have to start doing everything right. If you don't, you die. Like if you
yeah,
get to a certain point, you have to exercise a little bit. You have to eat right. You have to watch this. You can't, you know what I mean? So it's almost like the death before the death.
yeah.
It's like the
Like,
death of fun
mhm,
before
yeah.
the last run you have.
I hate to break it to you, but we are at that age now to where we
You
should
could
be
have
doing
fooled me
that.
because you know what, I haven't changed my eating too much, and I think that I'll suffer it out for the next 5 years before I actually start changing my
Oh,
diet.
okay. Yeah,
The
but yeah, we're there. I it's
the
it's
fire.
it's down it's downhill for us, buddy.
Ugh.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, you like have to like convince yourself that it's for the best, and that this, eating chicken for the fifth day in a row with rice and a sweet potato is worth it.
That's like when I take my walk. When I take my walk in the morning, the walk feels so like there's so much exercise being done. But then I get home. Like I said, I've been taking this walk every day, and it equals about a mile. It's a half mile down, half mile back.
Yeah,
And I've walked it all week. I've walked it all last week. And you think with all this exercise, you should start seeing some kind of change, physically. I feel as gross and disgusting as I did, 3 weeks ago before I started walking.
but it's only been what 2-3 weeks. It's got to take time.
No, I want to look like He-Man right now.
Oh, you got to get on. You got to get on. Do some basic stuff. Your chicken, your broccoli, your rice, your testosterone, your D ball, your trend. Basic stuff. You got to get on a good cycle, good program. You'll be good.
What was I eating last time we were here at the studio? Wasn't I eating potato chip sandwiches or something?
No, I think you had your egg salad sandwiches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Physical fitness is your key. That's you right there.
Physical
Healthy
fitness
lifestyle.
is not my thing, man. At
Healthy
one time
lifestyle.
it was. A very short period of time it was, because it wasn't when I was in school, but in my early 20s, I kind of got this motivation to where I wanted to, work out and lift weights. And you know what? That is far behind me, because there's just no part of me, no desire at all to want to do that again.
Come on, man. $10, you go out to Planet Fitness, you're good to go. We'll go together. We'll go together. We'll get the buddy pass or whatever it is. We'll sign up together. Come on, we got to do our Big Mac challenge, then we got to do our weight loss challenge. We got this.
I can't go.
Now you can do. We'll do bro it out, man. We'll work chest like 2-3 days a week. Pump arms twice a week. Get a good pump going.
Every time I see somebody post a picture like that they're at the gym, I laugh, and not at them, but just I just laugh because I'm thinking, fuck, this is what we got to do.
Yeah, and it's like a whole thing too. It's not just going to work out. You got to eat right. You got to drink enough water. You got to get enough rest. And yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a
full-time thing up there.
It is too, yeah, because that's like when I went steady, that's all I talked about. That's all I did, and that was the thing. Like, and that was it has to be, at least for me, it was. I had to be that way, otherwise, like the day, or I fall off, or the days where I don't have the motivation, like I just won't go. No, you have to keep it up.
That's right.
And it was great too.
People. What's that?
I was gonna say, but in the long run, it was great because I never felt better when I was going. I hated it some days, but it was worth it because how well I felt.
I think that I do more well with just accepting the fact that I feel like shit.
You're
than actually going out and making myself feel better.
Just embrace the suck, steer into dying.
Used to that. You know what I mean? I've embraced the suck my whole life.
You don't want to leave your bubble. You don't want to bust out of your comfort zone.
I just don't want to work out, man.
I know, neither do I, but oh God.
And I always, these people, okay, I'm going to use her for an example. Somebody from Pittsburgh here. You're familiar with the wrestler Brit Baker, correct?
Yep.
From the AEW. Now she's from here in Pittsburgh. Now she kind of baffles me, and people like her. Like we were talking about the other day, we were talking about people that overachieve. Now somebody like her, I was reading a little bit that she wrote. So a lot of times she's working on her body, of course. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen her stomach. This lady isn't sitting around eating all day. So she's obviously finding time to do that 100% in your mind thing, as far as eating, exercising, all the things that you had listed, or a couple minutes ago. Then she also has to, a couple days a week, go out and perform in front of millions of people. And then a couple days a week, she goes back down to Florida and does work in the dental office. Where do these people get this energy, this motivation? I wouldn't even want to do it. You know what I mean? As cool as it would be to say that you do all those things and you are all those things, and to actually do those things and be those things are two different stories.
Yeah. Like people like that, like you said, it baffles me. Like the people who wake up in between the times they're awake and they go to bed, they're just constantly doing stuff. They're never stopping. Like how do you, how is that fun? Where's the break to sit down and read a book, watch a movie, just chill out and relax? They're always go. No. Like you gotta stop and smell the roses. Yeah, me too. You gotta stop, smell the roses, enjoy the small things, just enjoy life. This stuff will be there. Work, do your job, work out for an hour a day, and then the rest of the time, do something, I don't know, fun, relaxing, cool. Learn. I don't know. I don't get it. The people who are constantly on the move, they just baffle me.
And I mean, that's my own fault. Just turn my attention the other way. Don't get so irritated. But it's these people that, like I said the other day, these people are the ones that end up calling the shots because they're so fucking motivated.
Yeah.
They become, the president, governors, just people that make the way for everybody else just because they are all motivated and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's us that, we lay in bed an hour and a half just trying to get out of bed in the morning because,
because life sucks. Why get out of bed?
You're right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I'm lazy, but I can fight through that lazy. Like when I work and I'm at work, I bust my ass from beginning to end. But I'm naturally, I just want to chill and relax.
Yes.
Hey, is there something I want to do? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm going to go do that. There's something else to do. Do I want to do that? No. Cool. I'll just go relax and just chill out.
Right.
Yeah. There's time to be busy. And that's from when I clock in and clock out. That's my time to bust my ass. After that, everything else is, hey, something needs done around the house. All right, I'll get to it.
Right.
It's not pressing. I'll get to grass needs cut the grass, dishes, blah, 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 all that stuff. But there's people like it's boom, boom, boom. Got to do it. Got to do it. Can't stop. And when they have nothing to do, those people are great to watch when there's nothing to be done because they get all jittery. They're looking around for something to do. They can't sit still. It's like, just take a deep breath, just down, relax.
Right.
Yeah.
You would think their heart would fucking explode unless these people are unless they're aliens from another planet. I mean, what's their secret? Because who can continue to move like that?
Yeah.
Brit Baker, like I said, she's 40 years old. So at what point is this lady going to say, I mean, she could live her whole life in this hustle, in this rush. And that would make me nuts, man. I mean,
it would make me nuts, but people like that, they enjoy it. So I'm not knocking them for it. It just baffles me. Just baffles me. Like, I don't know. Just slow down, people. Just chill out, relax, take a load off for 5 minutes. Ryan got a phone call. He's punching his phone.
Yeah, I mean, these people, they're making us look bad.
I can look bad all on my own. I don't need their help.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like they're going out of their way to make us look bad or something,
Yeah. Like, come on now. I'm trying to do some stuff. So I'm like a little bit above average. These people are going to be all the way up here. It's like, just bring it down.
Right.
Bring it down. Just tone it down. Just chill out.
Yes.
I don't know. On your deathbed, are you going to regret that, oh no, I didn't get one more chore done? Or, oh no, hey, I didn't go chill out at the beach for a few hours. I didn't go on a hike in the mountains and enjoy nature. Which would you rather regret? Not doing, a couple more chores, or just not, hey, man, really wish I would have went here and there. Yeah.
I kind of hope I get smashed by a semi or something when I die, because I don't want to have the opportunity to lay around and think that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe something smashed me and then I'm in a coma for a couple of days and then they have to pull the plug on me, or something like that. I don't want to be the guy laying around in the hospital bed thinking, oh, I wish I climbed the mountain. I wish I jumped out of an airplane. You know, and I don't want to give myself a chance to do that because those aren't things that I want to do. So I don't want to sit there at the end of my life and say, I wish I, because you know what? Here I am. I have no interest at this point in my life. So
yeah,
I'm doing what I want to do. And, you know, I would rather not be in that position to do that.
Oh, I did sign me up for in the hospital bed because I'll be playing Xbox. It'd be perfect. No one could be like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just chilling, man. I'm gaming. Leave me alone."
Right.
Well, what if you die? Oh well, I died mid-match.
Yeah. I mean, every single person in the history of ever has died.
Yeah,
with, you know, with the exception of, you know, draconian politicians, but that's a whole nother episode.
Two Dum Yinzers after dark.
After dark. So I guess we can get started. Big news, Mike. Big news. The Pittsburgh Pirates sweep the LA Dodgers in LA. They had won 8-4 yesterday, moving their record to 22-27, only 5 games above beneath 500. And the Dodgers dropped to 33-17. Pirates come back home. They're back home tomorrow night for a weekend series against the Diamondbacks. It starts at 7:05 Friday evening. So make sure you check that out, Mike. That is 3 in a row for the Dodgers. Is this the turning point? Is this the turning point for their miracle World Series season?
No. Because they got the 21 and the Diamondbacks are what 21-25 coming up. So yeah, they'll lose 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3. So everything will come back in the wash for your battling Buccos.
Yeah, unfortunately that's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's your Buccos. I thought you were gonna when you were talking big news. I thought we were talking about the big news with your Pittsburgh Steelers. Did you hear it? To it.
Yeah, I was getting there pretty soon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm this is what happens when Mike does not prepare for the show properly.
Oh, you're fine. So Stephon Tuitt calls it quits, which I kind of expected. I didn't really voice this, so if you want to believe me or not, I don't care. But I was kind of I kind of suspected the Stephon Tuitt retirement would come, and you know I know you and I spoke about him a little bit, you know, just through this offseason because we were wondering if he was going to be back to help this defensive line. And, you know, so that's a big hole. That's a huge
hole. That's a huge hole. You know, yesterday I was talking, you know, pointing, I don't want to say like I was talking shit on him, but they point out the facts that sometimes in the playoffs, you know, his performance wasn't there as it was in the regular season, but he was like him and Cam, you know, I'll give them credit. They were 2 very dominant ends in the 3-4. And they played that position very well. And like you said, this is a huge loss because he was in 2020, he had what career highs, like 11 sacks. He was just he was a monster. And you're thinking, all right, 2021's coming around. He's just going to continue on. And then the tragedy, you know, with his brother. And then, hey, 8 years in, get your money. And he, you know, go do something else, move on with your life's work. And I think that's, you know, sitting out last year dealing with all of his personal matters, realized, hey, more important things than this. I got my money. That's still going to leave relatively healthy. Might as well. Why put my body through this again? So, hey, more power to him. But it just sucks, though, because he was waiting to see how this D-line would look this year with him, Cam Hayward, Montravius Adams in the middle with that, and then that rotation going on with everyone else that they're bringing back. Thank you. I forgot his name for a second. Alalu. And then working in like the younger guys, like Loudermouth was playing pretty well last year. And he's bringing these new guys in that third round draft pick. So it's like, so he'll get more time. That's an opportunity for him now. So this is gonna, you know, it sucks, but you know, the machine moves on. So it's like, all right, who's the next man up, who's coming in, who's coming along. So it's going to be interesting.
Now that it's June 2nd, not January 2nd, now that it's June 2nd, you know, next month we have camp starting in 60 days. We have, you know, we're going to be gearing up for some preseason football. So, this is a good time of year for me. Nice, like I said the other day, nice little change of weather. The kids are out of school. You don't have that going on. And like I said, you're now on the countdown. You're on the countdown to the NFL season, and I'm excited about that.
I can't wait. They had OTAs going on right
They
now.
do. They do.
Yeah. Speaking of OTAs, I don't know if this is in your notes, but you see Kenny Pickett's getting third string reps.
I did see that. I did see that. Yes. I think for no other reason but for just to keep things civil, to be honest.
Yeah, for like the first two that have been here. Well, Mason, who's been here, Mitch, who you signed as your presumptive starter, say, hey, let's kind of placate egos, make it look like everyone has to earn the thing, but everyone knows it's going to be your top 1 and 2 should be Trubisky and Pickett. If that doesn't happen, things are not looking pretty in Yinzer land.
Yeah. No, I think that's going to be what it is. And like I said, I don't know who's going to be the starter at the beginning of the year, nor do I care. I think that Pickett is going to be the future of this team. And I do think that, just take notes this year when you're watching Pickett in the games compared to Mason Rudolph. You know what I mean? Mason Rudolph came from a pretty good school as well. And, he had high hopes and things like that. And it just, as I'm watching him over the years, you're kind of watching for the improvement. And I know I say it over and over. It looks like he's always on day one, but that it's not bullshit. It really is. The guy always has the deer in the headlights look when he's in there. So, that's kind of going to be something that I look at in preseason. I want to take a look at what, the look in Kenny Pickett's eyes. There's just something about quarterbacks who have it. It's up here. You know what I mean? Tom Brady isn't the most, he ain't the strongest, fastest, but the guy's smart. And a lot of times these smart guys, they can become really good quarterbacks. Let's face it. They have to know the whole playbook inside and out for one. You can't be a stupid ass to be an NFL quarterback. You know what I mean? So like I said, I don't know. I don't know who's going to start day one. And you know what? Nor do I care. Those are my opinions. I think Kenny Pickett is the guy long-term. I think, Mitch Trubisky could have been the guy. I think things just happened the way that they did. If Kenny Pickett wasn't there at that pick, if Malik Willis wasn't also there, there's so many things that could have happened.
Yeah.
So I think the Steelers almost had to go in and get a guy like Mitch Trubisky just in case.
Yeah.
Some didn't go their way in the draft. Okay, we have our starter. Now we got our guy in the draft. Let's watch this competition. I think ultimately that Kenny Pickett is their guy. I think they know that deep down inside. I think they know deep down inside that Mason Rudolph isn't going to be here much longer. And, Mitch Trubisky's the guy with the experience. So if he has to, get under center for a year, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And he's good enough to do that. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's good enough.
Down, totally shits the bed. The guy that I seen play is good enough to be that guy.
Yeah. He more or less, he is what he is at this point in his career. I think he's a mid-tier quarterback, and he'll get the job done.
I want to see him on a team now that's a decent squad because, for one, he was doing good things in Chicago. He was putting up pretty damn good numbers in Chicago.
Yeah, got them to the playoffs.
He was back up in Buffalo, which is a good team, but he wasn't playing. I want to see this guy on a team that has a decent team around him that could do something. I think you're going to see a pretty good performance, and that's why I'm not doubting the fact that Trubisky may be that guy come week one.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it just because, look like what Chicago is doing right now with Justin Fields. They're doing the same thing to him, what they did to Mitch. So it's you get to those teams that just cycle through quarterbacks. They're quarterback killers is what they are.
In Chicago, come on. That team has never had a good quarterback. Think about it. The best quarterbacks they have are Rex Grossman, Jim McMahon, and Cordell Stewart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, hey, that's an odd bunch right there. Got Jim McMahon won a Super Bowl. Rex Grossman got to a Super Bowl. And then Cordell got to the AFC Championship game. So,
yeah.
I just had to throw that out there. I just thought it was kind of neat how that went.
No, Chicago's, like you said, that they are. There's just some things about some teams that you just have to take it as what it is. And you know what? For the Chicago Bears, they're just a quarterback killing team. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know why this keeps happening. It is what it is.
They get a good young quarterback and they kill him. It's pretty bad. Like when their best one has been Jay Cutler.
Right?
He was their best quarterback in recent memory.
Their best quarterback, is a guy that you can totally see on the sideline smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cool guy to hang out with, but I'm not sure that's who I want leading my fourth quarter rally.
I mean, look at it. I mean, look back through history. Do you think as many bad seasons as the Bears have, you'd think they would have been able to build a nice team by now by draft pick?
Mm-hmm.
They're the Bears.
And the Bears.
They had one good season in 1985. We're never gonna hear the end of that.
Oh no, that's literally like their entire legacy. Same thing with like the Miami Dolphins. It's that one year that people finally realized at the end of the year, going, "Oh shit, man, they didn't lose a game."
If you take the Dolphins 72 season and the Bears 85 season out of there, those teams are no better than the Browns.
Yeah. Yeah. And you take away Kansas City's one Super Bowl win under Mahomes, it's the same thing.
Did they only win one?
Yeah, because they only won one with Mahomes, and they lost the other Super Bowls back in the days against the Packers.
But that just recently they've only won the one Super Bowl and then they lost the next one. Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Mike, we have NHL and the NHL, the Rangers. The Rangers beat the Lightning last night. I picked score 5-2, but the other way for the Lightning to win.
You're
However,
close.
the Rangers win 6-2 in game one, puts them up 1-0 in the series. Big surprise to both of us. We both picked the Lightning last night.
Yeah.
However, I do want the Rangers to win. So, let's keep that thing going, Rangers. It's going to be game 2 is going to be tomorrow night at 8:00. Big Northeast weekend. Past couple of days we have the Rangers beating Tampa Bay. We have the Pirates winning out west. It was a nice day for the Northeast metropolitan areas. Also, Mike, we had game 2 in the Western Conference playoffs today in the NHL. The Avalanche and the Oilers, they're on at 8:00 tonight. Yes. Avalanche is up 1-0. Do you have anything to say about these two series?
Let's go Avalanche. I want to see Nathan McKinnon win one. I want to see him win. And then when he wins, Connor McDavid loses, and that makes me happy. Even though I do like Connor McDavid. I think he's a great player. But no, I like the score of this game is going to be, if it goes the way it did last game, this series is going to be fun to watch. They're probably already scoring goals right now. They just haven't registered yet.
Think of this, Mike. There's been 2 games played so far in this round of the playoffs, okay? 2 games played.
Uh-huh.
There's been 22 goals scored.
That's insane.
Yes.
Not a lot.
Who's saying, why do I want to sit around and play hockey? Because they finish in 1-0 games. You're obviously not watching the NHL playoffs because we've had 22 goals in the first 2 games of this round. So that's little incentive to get people who might be fair weather hockey fans in to watch these games, right?
Yeah, exactly. And if you say, "Oh, I don't like hockey," or "It's too fast, I can't follow the puck, there's not enough scoring," go to a game live and you will change your opinion immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the best sport to watch live. And I'm sorry, if you can't follow the puck, man, go see an optometrist. It's not that hard to follow the puck.
You know what?
Of course,
early. If you can't find a puck, just look what direction everyone's skating in.
Yeah. 99% of the time, that's where everyone's going to be.
That always works for me.
You know what? Screw it. Bring back the glowing puck. Bring back the glowing puck from Fox. I want that big. I fucking hated that thing.
Did you?
Oh God.
I thought it was a neat concept, but it was a little bit too much. You're right. I didn't hate it though, but it's a neat idea. If they can find some way for them not be as annoying all game long, then I'm all for it. But it was a little too much.
It was too much for me. I couldn't handle it.
I mean, the whole time you're watching this line, you're not even really paying attention to the game anymore.
I'm just looking at this blue thing.
Yeah, and then if it was, a slap shot and it was harder, it turned like pink.
The dot was too big. Was my problem. It was too big of a dot,
and it was really illuminate. I don't know. It was
was too much for me.
They could do more. They could make it better. Game 1, Mike, between the Celtics and Warriors tonight, 9:00. Celtics and Warriors. So you want to take the Warriors in this one?
Yeah, I'm taking the Warriors. Yeah, I think they're going to win another one.
I think they're going to win too. But just for the sake of the show, I'm going to take the Celtics.
No, once the Celtics end up winning, and I'll have to hear it from you, be like, yeah, I knew all along. Yeah.
Like my hockey score yesterday.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
You knew you were gonna hear that.
Oh yeah. When I saw that score, I'm like, Jesus, now dumbass over here is gonna. I mean, dumb Ryan's gonna say, yeah.
John Madden.
Yes.
John Madden is appearing on the Madden football game for the first time since 2000, Mike.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I was like, it took me a second. I saw the headline and I was like, Madden's on the cover of Madden. I'm like, why is he on the cover? I was like, oh shit, yeah, my man died.
Yeah.
It took me a second to register because I totally forgot that he passed away. But that's cool. Nice little tribute. I like it. I saw if it's the design that I saw, it looks nice. I don't know if they released a cover. It was like an older cover they showed, but
that was the very first cover. That was actually John Madden football without a year on it.
Yeah.
It came out in 90.
Yeah.
And then in 91, they came out with Madden 92, and then it went on from there. It was the year forward.
Yeah.
And I specifically remember that my friend had that Madden game, and I was so jealous because by the time I even realized what Madden was, they stopped making that one. And it was so old it came in a cardboard box. You remember the Genesis games, they came in the plastic?
Uh-huh.
This was so old it actually came in a cardboard box.
Yeah. I remember those.
You remember that?
I remember that. I'm pretty sure I played every single Madden football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just telling you the other day, I'm so hard up for football. I watched some of the simulation games on YouTube. I watched the Steelers versus the Bengals game, and it was for the new game coming out. So you had Kenny Pickett in there, you had all the new names.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to sit back and watch that. Kenny Pickett, though, they could have did better on his profile. He kind of looks like Joe Burrow. So it was weird. I was watching them play the Bengals.
Yeah.
So it was almost like there was two Joe Burrows out there, you know?
Oh, if only we had Joe Burrows.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Oh. I'm so jealous. But no, that is cool for them to put Madden back on the cover. It's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
I say it every year. I'm not going to buy the game. All it is a roster update. They ruined the franchise mode. And I guarantee you a month later, I will end up buying this game.
Right.
And regretting it. But I will end up buying.
I love getting online and playing. I really enjoy that. But you know what I mean? It's almost like we were saying earlier, it's just one of them things that you really have to put a lot into if you want to be good.
Oh, yeah.
You got to put so much practice. You got to learn strategies. You got to learn how to pick up what the other team is doing. It's a whole thing. So I kind of hesitate to get into playing sometime because it takes so much. You start doing that, you don't want to do anything else.
Exactly. Yeah. Trust me, I know, because one thing you don't want to be is bad at video games, especially if you're playing online.
Yeah, right.
You at least want to be capable. You want to be a little bit slightly above average.
Definitely, man. So remember the other day we were talking about that Puma?
Yeah, the Puma.
The Puma that was in that pool bathroom in Central America.
Yeah.
Listen to this headline. Cougar makes its way into an empty classroom in California.
Did she just wander out from the bar? Or are we talking like an actual cougar?
Hey now. But no, she just a plain old cougar just comes stomping up, and the janitor saw the cougar and was smart enough to shut the door that the cat was in so it wouldn't get out and kill everybody. And then they were able to get it after that. What the hell's going on with all these wild cats making their way into schoolhouse?
They're like, fuck this shit, man. We're just gonna come hang out. They're cats. They're inquisitive. They want to see what's up, what's going on.
Yeah.
This trumpeter, it would be great if like the school mascot was like a cougar and it saw a statue of the cougar. It's like, oh, cool, man, I'm home. You guys built this for me. I'm coming in to live in my new home. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms. You got my statue out there. Everyone's wearing pictures of me.
Yeah.
It was like worship me. Just like a true cat, worship me. You are my servants and come take care of me. That's what I'm going with. That cougar's just like, hey, here I am. You build it, I came. This is like Field of Dreams.
Tomorrow, June 3rd, not January 3rd. Tomorrow's June 3rd. Guess what we have, Mike?
What do we have? What do we got?
National Donut Day. National Donut Day tomorrow, Friday, June. Jeez, oh fucking man.
Oh my God, dude. Get your shit together.
National Donut Day. Do you like donuts, Mike?
Yes.
What is your favorite kind? What's your favorite kind of donut?
Oh, I like the Bavarian cream.
Those are your favorite?
Oh, just to get that cream all over me. Yeah. Sorry.
So if you are out and about tomorrow, swing by. A lot of times donuts have donut places, have deals, specials, things like that for Donut Day. I know the one that you pass right there by the town that you work in. I think they have like a free glazed donut or something like that. I don't know. Like it'll probably say on their marquee. But check all the donut shops on your way home from work tomorrow.
I might. It's been a while since I've had a donut. I'll probably splurge tomorrow. Get my cream. Oh, I'll get the white cream and the Bavarian cream and just take them both at the same time. What? I'm eating my donuts.
You ought to get the long johns.
That's what I'm doing. You're gonna hold them like that. No, I'm not. Why do you got to make it sexual? I'm just talking about eating two cream things and getting cream all over me.
This is how I eat my hot dogs.
Finger looking good.
Shortest story of the day. Johnny Depp wins the court battle against Amber Heard. On to the next story.
Right? There's really not much to talk about there. They're both toxic pieces of shit. That came out in the trial. It's that, hey, he didn't defame her. So
I can't take it anymore. I'm so glad that's over. I really am.
She can come poop in my bed.
It was such a circus. And you know what? At the beginning, I don't really even care. I don't really care.
Yeah.
For one, it wasn't like it was OJ killing his wife. I mean, it was just didn't get along.
Yeah, it was just two people that abused each other, and then like who actually lied out in public. Right. Is for what I've gleaned from it. I really didn't pay attention. I could be totally wrong, and I really don't give a flying fuck.
The best thing that we got out of this whole thing was
a grumpy,
the lady shitting on his bed.
The grumpy.
Was the only thing that I took out of this whole entire hearing was the grumpy.
And then if she would take a grumpy in my bed, I'd take one right back and just stare her in the eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like drop my grumpy.
You know what you got to do? I mean, you can shit on the pillow, take the pillowcase off, shit on the pillow,
and then put it on.
The pillowcase back on,
and then
leave that side face up. So when she lays her head on the pillow, she actually squeezes the grumpy into her face.
There we go.
You won't notice it right away until you start smelling.
That's how you fight back. That's how you fight back.
Yes. You can't just let somebody take a grumpy on your bed.
No, you can't. You can't. Mm-mm.
Here's one for you. You with your gym pass. Gym goer recalls when arm got amputated after a botched bicep curl.
Ooh.
So there you have it, Mike. You go get your arm amputated. I'm gonna sit here and eat tacos and potato chips.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell. Like I know, like you're doing your curls, the biceps, can pop off, but how the fuck do you get your arm amputated? I wouldn't was he doing like cable ones and then like a cable snap to come up and got him? What the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. I have the headline, but like I said, if you want to look it up at some point,
Nah, headline's good enough. I'm just trying to figure out. I like because I've had like when I was going, I did have times where you can only get so far and you just have to stop because your muscles fail. But damn, that's insane.
Right.
That's insane.
Remember
Hopefully,
when,
hopefully it wasn't his baiting arm. Because if it was his baiting arm, I feel bad for him.
like, you remember when Triple H's fucking leg came off?
Oh, his quad popped.
Dude, like, that's what I'm saying, man. That's just way beyond me. Those are problems that I don't even want to even think about.
So you're saying like the less muscle you have, the better you are.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
you know,
Here's the thing: we're naturally the way that we are. These people that
yeah,
get big,
uh-huh,
that's not natural. They're putting all these supplements, all these, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know.
to to steal a quote from someone who's stole a quote from someone, you can't pull fat.
That's right.
You can't
That's
pull
right.
fat.
I
Safety
don't have
first,
all
ladies and gentlemen. Safety
all
first.
my damage is on the inside. You know what I mean? You can't see
all,
my damage.
all organs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Mike? What do you think about this? The Rock's daughter is now getting into the WWE. She's been training for a couple of years. She's getting ready to come into the WWE and do her thing. She goes by the name Ava Rain. Ava Rain. And that was some of the what some of the feedback was people didn't like the name that she went with. They think that she should have did something more cultured to connect to the Rock and other family in the Federation and their background.
Well, that's like the Rock did. They had him come in as what Rocky Maivia,
Right.
For Chief Peter Maivia, the long time wrestler, but people backlashed against that because he was too happy-go-lucky. Then when he dropped it, just became the Rock. Dwayne the Rock just became Rock. That's when he took off. And like with the Ava Rain thing, that's kind of like Roman Reigns, keeping it like because they're all part of that same family lineage. So it's kind of it's not the same last name, but Ava Rain. It could be spelled different, but it sounds the same. So and there's nothing wrong with going out under a different name, not linked to them, to develop your own character, to pave your own way. Instead of being like Charlotte Flair and going in as Charlotte Flair with your dad's name already there, ready to go.
Right.
You just go with your own gimmick and,
I mean, yeah, you
try to
can't
do it
really
yourself.
go by what people say, because another suggestion that somebody said that I probably a tongue-in-cheek suggestion, but somebody said that instead of Ava Rain, she should have went by Pebble.
I was about to say Pebble.
Yeah,
that would have been too on the nose.
Don't go by people. Don't listen.
Yeah, but no, I dig it. Go pick what name you want if you're in this. Forge your own path.
Michael, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about the website, and then we'll go ahead and get a trivia going in here.
Dumyinzers.com. Dumyinzers.com. Every YouTube video is on there. Every link to our link to Spotify is on there, where you can catch every single episode we have ever done, including this one. We'll link to Anchor, Stitch, everything's on there. Link to the merchandise store is there. The merchandise store is 2-dumb-yinzers.spreadshop.com. Also on the website, we have our email address, so you can shoot us over a question, comment, concern, any of that sort of fun stuff. You can find that all at 2dumyinzers.com.
Very well, very well. Are you ready, Mike, for your chance to go up 2-0 for this one?
I'm going 2-0.
All right. You got your pencil and paper in hand? All right, here we go. In 1979, how many players had played prior for another team before they came and played for the Steelers. Now we all know, let me kind of put a little hint spin on it. We all know the Steelers had great success drafting in the 70s.
Yeah.
So in 1979, how many players on the Steeler team played for a different team prior coming to the Steelers, keeping in mind they were very successful drafting in the 70s? Go.
This might be the easiest question ever. I got this in the bag. That's normally when I mess up, though.
All right, so you do have an answer already.
I do have an answer.
All right, so your question was, in 1979, how many players had played for prior teams before coming to the Steelers? Mike, what did you say?
0.
The answer is, that's your final answer?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
The answer is 0. There was not one single guy on the 1979 Steelers that ever played for another team in the NFL prior to playing for the Steelers. Every man on that roster was a genuine Steeler. That's mind-blowing.
Yeah, well, that was before the advent of free agency for the most part.
Yes.
Because it was like once you were picked to a team, you were stuck there for the rest of your career. For the most, unless you were cut.
It's hard to think about. Every single guy on that team never played for anybody but the Steelers.
Yeah, and like what I know what after that season or no 2 seasons. Something like after that, Franco ended up going away, and that was like a rare thing.
Yeah.
With
the
Seattle. Yeah. So I knew that one because that was like one of the special things about them, about the Steelers, is that 100% homegrown talent.
That's an amazing. It's an amazing number, amazing line, amazing statistic. I didn't know that prior to looking this up.
Yep.
So that's really cool. That's very interesting.
That's
very interesting.
Yeah. It will never happen again.
No.
It's one of those things. Yeah. Just the way. Sorry. A weird notification popped up on my computer. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
And yes, everybody here in the Western Pennsylvania area, it is a very rainy day. I can hear the rain beating down on the top of the roof at the studio here. So I just want to say that. I mean, that's kind of newsworthy. But other than that, it's that time already. Believe it or not, the fastest hour in the day is already up, Mike.
Gone.
Unbelievable.
Is it? Yeah. I could talk for another 2 hours.
Exactly. So listen, everybody, we want to thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We love doing this for you. It's all for you, believe me. Keep continuing to check us out. Mike has listed all the different places that you can find us. You can find us while we're live. You can find us when we're not live. There's plenty of places all across the platforms to find the two Dum Yinzers. But Mike, that's it for me, brother. Do you have anything before we take off?
No, I have nothing as usual.
All right, everybody.
But I appreciate you asking every day. Makes me feel good.
So here we are. Tomorrow's Friday. Don't forget to get out and get your donuts in the morning, and then we will meet everybody back here as soon as you get your donuts at 11 o'clock in the morning for our Friday edition of the show. Until then, I'm Ryan. He's Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.